What's going on? It's your boy Tunnel Vision, and we are back. Tyson Fury will not be at the Wilder fight. He will not be at the Wilder Ortiz fight. And that is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I remember the first time when Tyson Fury went to a Deontay Wilder fight, and he hopped up in the ring. I guess that's the day he said he was all lit up, high on drugs and whatever he was. He was all on all types of stuff. He was all just completely lit up. And the amount of views that fight got, and Wilder wasn't even popular like that at that time, and that thing got like tens of millions of views on social media. So they ended up not fighting because then Tyson Fury went into all this crazy stuff, but it was like great promotion, and him being at that fight would have been huge promotion, especially since these two are supposed to fight next. And you're supposed to fight in February, and it would have been a great, huge kickoff, for their upcoming fight. And I mean, Wilder's done his part, man. He fought against Dominic Brazil, lit him up, turned Dominic Brazil into a meme. I don't know how many times that knockout was rewatched, 40, 50 million times. How many memes were made about it? All the talk about that whole, I don't know how long, was all about that knockout. And now he has this fight coming up with Ortiz, getting millions upon millions of views on Showtime, videos getting millions of views online, on social media. He's doing this thing. He's doing his part to continue to build his profile and to become a more well-known fighter, a superstar at this point he's becoming. And Tyson Fury hasn't done anything. He sold 5,000 tickets in his first fight in the United States, fought a complete nobody that no one cared about a fight that no one talked about. His second fight, they dropped down to 3,500 tickets. And another fight that no one talked about. He went to do some WWE thing. Most people don't know they already did it. No one cares. He's done absolutely nothing to bring any kind of light towards their bout that's coming up. He's done absolutely nothing to raise his profile whatsoever. I actually believe that this fight is going to suffer a lot because due to the fact that he hasn't done anything, and he has done nothing to build himself in this country at all. So I don't know. I think the only thing that might be the saving grace is Wilder's just becoming so much bigger, and so because he's becoming so much bigger as a star, they'll be able to salvage the fight. People will tune in because they want to see him, and especially with the way that Fox is promoting, I think even more people are going to tune in to see him than last time. Because looking at what Tyson Fury's been doing, it's very clear who sold that fight when it was Wilder against that Wilder versus Fury first fight. So I mean, this is the least that Fury could have done. Like, do something that's going to spark this major interest in this fight, especially if Wilder comes off a spectacular knockout and he flatlines his boy, this man Ortiz. If he's able to turn Ortiz into a meme again, because he turns everybody into a meme lately in the last couple of years. If he's able to do that again in a spectacular fashion, and then Tyson Fury walks in right after that talking his crap, man, that would have been huge. That would have been epic. But they don't want to do that. Tyson Fury doesn't want to do it. His trainer's going to be there, but he's not going to be there, which I think is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's horrible. He needed to be at this fight because after this fight, they're supposed to go into theirs. And right now, I'm not sure if that fight's really going to happen. I'm not sure if Tyson Fury really wants that fight. And especially if Ortiz gets sparked out the way I think that he might get sparked out, he's definitely not going to want that work. And I don't know. He might be trying to find a way out of that fight. But we shall see. But him walking away from this fight, I mean, him not being there for this weigh-in is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Hard. You could have did something, man. You literally did nothing. Nothing to promote this fight. And when it comes to the promotion of that fight coming up, we already know Fox knows what they're doing. We know Fox is going to push it to the limit, and they're very skilled at promoting these fights. Very clear. Hopefully ESPN steps their game up and they start promoting it the same way that they promote the UFC. Hopefully this is not going to be a thing where Fox is doing all the work and Wilder's doing all the work and, ESPN and Top Rank are just coming to collect a check without really putting investing the time and energy that they need to invest into this fight. But we'll see. We shall see if it really happens, if some weird injuries happens, if some weird drug tests fails happen, or something happens where all of a sudden this fight can't happen or doesn't happen. Me personally, I don't want it to happen. What I want personally, I want Ortiz to lose this fight. I want Wilder to win this fight. I want Ruiz to win his fight against Anthony Joshua. Then I want to get that fight for undisputed. And if the sanctioning bodies want to step in and they want to take one of those belts from Ruiz, whatever, let them not be part of the biggest fight in history and one of the biggest fights in history. You know what I'm saying? Cinco de Mayo, Ruiz versus, up against Deontay Wilder, the two best boxers in the world taking on each other for heavyweight dominance. If it's not for undisputed, I'll take that. Definitely, I'll take that. And whoever has that strip belt, we see nothing but a paper champion. And that's fine with me too. So we shall see, though, what happens with this particular fight. Because I don't know if this one's going to happen. And Tyson Fury, your tail should have been there this weekend. But it is what it is. Like, subscribe, share. I'm out.